Before we start this video, I wanted to give a thanks to my friend Bloodedge Supreme for helping me with some of the ideas. Links to his pages and channels are in the description below. Go support him. A big thank you for the support and ideas here. I also want to thank one of my relatives for suggesting me to use a screen recorder. It's been a big help. Hey guys, it's me, Cush, and welcome back to Cush is Suffering. My suffering for... who is it?
Greetings, my friend.
Who the hell are you?
My name is Eo, and I'm a movie critic like you are. I'm here to ask you, may I be in your review?
Wait, what?
May I be in your review, please?
Of course you may!
Really?
No.
Oh, come on, man. No, my channel isn't doing very well. I'm a big loser. I love movies like you. So can I please be in your video?
Then go make your own videos then. Why not do that?
Please, I'm not a good film editor like you. Please.
Alright, you can review the movie with me, just...
I can? Whoa! It's gonna be awesome. We're gonna make a review together. We're gonna have so much fun, and you'll get most of the credit, of course, because it's your video. But can you please give me a bit of credit? Please.
Please don't be too annoying.
You're reviewing this movie, aren't you?
Yes, I'm reviewing that movie.
But why review this? It's X-Men. Surely it's had some downsides, but they're such a big franchise, loved throughout the world. They've been going on for decades. You think for their final movie, Fox would... It's shit, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
God damn it, Fox. God damn it. You've done it again. 19 years of X-Men movies, and this is how it ends? Not including spin-offs?
As most of you probably know, X-Men is a huge franchise. Debuting in the 60s, it was a unique hit. Stan Lee himself thought, what are the origins of these superheroes? Then he decided to make them different from his other heroes. People born with these powers. Not only was this a unique idea, it was also a good way to show discrimination. And then in the 70s, they exploded in popularity with the debut of character Wolverine. In the 90s, Marvel was going bankrupt and needed money, so they decided to sell some of their film rights to certain companies. Spider-Man rights to Sony, X-Men and Fantastic Four rights to Fox, including characters like Deadpool, Silver Surfer, and Galactus, Hulk and Namor rights to Universal, and possibly Warner Bros. Still has Blade, but that's unlikely now that he joined the MCU. Fox has had a lot of hits and misses with their movies. They've made very good ones, but also very bad ones. And with X-Men being one of their biggest franchises, Dark Pheonix is their final chapter. But to be fair, this isn't fully Fox's fault. Disney did buy them a couple years ago, which had to cancel all their future projects, and some of them were too far in post-production to cancel them, so this isn't fully Fox's fault. It's more Disney's fault, to be honest.
It's still a disappointment, though.
The movie opens with Jean first tapping into her powers. However, with her little experience, it causes the car to crash and one of her parents to die from impact. Okay, I know the Dark Pheonix makes Jean act evil and not really be able to control herself, but if this is her first time tapping into the power, and she sees her parents die right in front of her, a little girl like her should be screaming and crying in fear. She shouldn't just be looking at them with a blank expression. After she wakes up in the hospital, Charles Xavier comes to find Jean to adopt her and bring her to the X-Mansion. Fast forward about 20 years, a space shuttle gets damaged and the X-Men go up to save the astronauts.
No, Raven, no. We're not leaving anyone behind.
I am not putting this team in more danger.
What about their team? Jean can hold that shuttle together, can't you, Jean? You know you can do anything you set your mind to.
I can hold the ship together, but not from here. I need to get inside.
The heat's spiking. We've got less than a minute till those flares hit.
She said she can do it.
30 seconds.
Count it down. Go.
I know Jean could breathe in outer space in the comics, or at least put like a little air bubble around herself, but they made it pretty clear this is their first time going on a space mission, so having her go out in the middle of outer space or far outer atmosphere with no helmet on, that's a very risky decision.
Jean is able to absorb the dark energy to attack the space shuttle, which we find out later on is the Pheonix Force. It took a lot, but she's able to take it all in, and the team is successful in their mission.
It's funny. I can't actually remember the last time you were the one risking something. And by the way, the women are always saving the men around here. You might want to think about changing the name to X-Women.
Sweet dreams are made of these. Who am I to disagree? I travel the world and the seven seas. Everybody's looking for something. Some of them want to use you. Some of them want to get used by you. Some of them want to abuse you. Some of them want to be abused. Sweet dreams are made.
Are you sure you're okay?
Better than okay. God, I feel great. I do. I don't know. I feel like everything is just turned up.
Yeah.
They better get some Oscar nominations for those performances.
Margaret?
This movie involves a female lead, it's based in the 90s, the female lead gets powers from outer space, and creatures that can shapeshift into people. Wow. Why does that sound so familiar? What makes things worse is that they decided to rip off an idea from a crappy movie. You know, you may be very annoying, but you're very smart. Thank you very much. I'm here for a reason.
The power is being contained inside one of them.
This primitive species.
She's stronger. A mutant. She has no idea what's happening to her.
I can use that. If we can control that power, we can resurrect our race. Begin again.
Alright, I know these creatures aren't made to sound or act human-like, but you can tell the actors aren't doing their best here. Hell, if they aren't supposed to sound like humans, have them talk like this.
Ba ba ba. Oi oi? Eh? Ba ba beep. Ba ba bee oi oi boo. Oh yo yo ye. Jean is unable to control her powers and starts hurting people. But instead of offering the help that's given to her, she chooses to run away in order to keep people safe, which isn't really the best idea.
He told me you were dead. I never thought I'd be back here. It's the same. All of it.
You haven't seen your father in ages and he was thought to be dead. You should be crying in joy and hugging him, being so happy, but that's the best reaction she's got? Really? Word of advice from me. Watch a scene when Naruto meets Kushina. That's the perfect description of how a scene like this should go.
The X-Men are able to find Jean and try to bring her back. However, after Jean learns that Charles lied about her father, she refuses to come back and gets in a fight with the X-Men.
This death seems so forced. That, and because Jean and Mystique didn't have many interactions beforehand, it takes more power away from this moment. Not only is this poorly executed, but don't forget, Mystique was alive in the first 3 X-Men movies, and Dark Phoenix was based many years before those films, so her dying here messes up the timeline.
Jean then goes to find Magneto to see if he can help her control her powers. When the military finds Jean, they try to take her in. She fights back, almost killing them. Magneto does the best he can to protect them. While it's a huge difficulty, he's able to just barely get them out of there from Jean.
I thought you protected mutants here.
I am protecting them. From you. You need to leave. Go!
Been taught to keep you in line. Words created a very long time ago by men with very little minds. They can't begin to comprehend what you...
We're an hour into this movie, and we don't know anything about these villains yet, apart from that they can shapeshift and they have super minds. Like, where are they from, who are they, and what are they after?
Feeling devastated by Mystique's death and betrayed by Charles, Hank goes to find Magneto so they can team up and stop Jean together.
They know who I am,
Yes.
and they're not afraid of me.
The only person here afraid of your power is you.
I'm just gonna assume the actress for Jean hated this movie, because if she liked it, she wouldn't be acting this bad.
Jean has learned that she's been given the power of the Pheonix Force, a very powerful source of power that has existed for a very long time. It's chosen her to be its holder.
I will admit, this fight would have been cool, but the movie has been so boring and uninteresting, I can't really enjoy this to the fullest.
Jean gets into Charles' head only for him to show her all the flashbacks they've had together. This gets her to calm down and stop fighting. The X-Men and Brotherhood are captured with the enemies soon fighting them on a train. After the humans free the X-Men and Brotherhood, they fight off the enemies, which I will admit, it's a pretty cool fight despite being a boring movie.
You wanted her dead.
I had a change of heart.
Nito hated Jean and wanted her dead. He doesn't even know who this evil lady is, so why is he now protecting Jean and against the evil lady? Did they explain who the evil lady is on the train or so? Because the other X-Men don't even know her that way. Even with so little experience, Jean is already a master at this!
Jean is able to successfully defeat Volk but dies in the process.
Did you really just rename the X-Mansion Jean Grey School? Fans have known it by X-Mansion for decades. It's named that for a reason. Yes, Jean was special to them and she died protecting them. But the proper way to honor her death would be to build a statue, have a giant funeral, make sure all the students know about her. Renaming the entire school Jean Grey School, that just doesn't work. It doesn't at all.
The movie ends with Charles and Eric talking, which I don't really get what's going on. Like, why are Eric and Charles okay now? Is Beast a new headmaster of the school? They don't really explain it. There's a lot that's open, and I'm really confused right now.
19 years of X-Men movies, and this is how it ends? This is definitely one of 2019's biggest film disappointments. Hell, it might even be one of the biggest disappointments of the 2010s. This movie is It's bad on so many levels, I don't know where to begin.
The acting at times is dull, they don't explain things properly, they unbalance the timeline, and the film is so boring.
You know, Quicksilver didn't have any father-son moments. But that doesn't matter because, you know, father-son moments, they don't make a big deal, right? Oh, and you wanna know what the worst thing is? You wanna know? This movie was released on my birthday. And not just any birthday, my 21st birthday. Thanks a lot for the birthday present, guys. I really appreciate it. Honestly, the only thing this movie burned was the chances of it being good. That's been Cush and EO. Our suffering for your amusement. Hey guys, it's me, Cush, and thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed what you saw, please like, subscribe, and share for friends. Got an idea for my show? Say it in the comments below or to the email right up there and I'll put it into consideration. Thank you again for watching and have a great day.